Okay, unit 2, second unit is oscillator. So already we know that positive feedback is called as a oscillator. That is, the feedback signal is in phase with the inputs, applied input signal. Then it's called as a positive feedback. And the positive feedback gain is AF equal to A divided by 1 minus A beta, right? So just let's see the definition of oscillator. Oscillators are electronic circuits that generate an output signal without the necessity of an input signal. So the meaning of this is without giving any input, we can generate the continuous output signal, which is called as the oscillator. Okay, you may have a questions, right? Without giving input, how it will generate the output? Okay, let's see the upcoming points. Okay, so it generates a periodic waveform on its output with energy from a DC source. The output voltage can be either a sinusoidal or non-sinusoidal depending on the type of oscillators. Different types of oscillators produces various types of output including sine wave, square wave, triangular waves and shortwave waves. So basic principle of sinusoidal oscillator. So it consists of an amplifier circuits and the frequency selective network, that is beta. So already we know this amplifier circuit. So the main difference is here the feedback signal and the applied input signal both are in phase. But here Xs is equal to 0, right? Without giving input, it produces a continuous output. Okay, it's called as oscillator. But whereas in amplifier circuit, there is negative feedback amplifier circuit, the applied input signal is opposite with the feedback signal. In that case, we are going to apply the input signal. It just amplified and will get the output. That is called as a negative feedback amplifier, right? So I hope you know the difference between the oscillator as well as amplifier. So the main difference is without giving an input signal, it generates a continuous output signal. It's called as an oscillator. In an actual oscillator circuit, no input signal will be present. The input signal is included to explain the principle of operations. So here we include the input signal for the explaining the operation purpose only. The feedback signal Xf is summed with the positive sign. The feedback signal is Xf is summed with the positive sign. The feedback is said to be positive whenever the part of the output, that is the feedback to the amplifier as its input, is in phase with the original input signal applied to the amplifier. So this is the gain of the positive feedback amplifier, which is already derived the unit 1. Okay. So the percussion criterion for oscillator. So percussion criterion is a very important one. This is the necessary condition for oscillator. There are two conditions. Whenever this condition is satisfied, then only that circuit become act as an oscillator. So the first condition is the total phase shift around the loop is precisely 0 degree or 360 degree or integral multiple of 2 pi. The second condition is the magnitude of the product of the open loop gain of the amplifier and the feedback factor is unity, that is A beta equal to 1. So the necessary condition of oscillator is called as the percussion criterion, which has the two conditions. One is the total phase shift around the loop is 0 or 360 degree, and second one is the A beta equal to 1. Let's see the proof of these two conditions, right? So percussion criterion, let us consider a basic inverting amplifier with an open loop gain. So this is a basic inverting amplifier. So inverting amplifier, normally we are using a common emitter amplifier. So inverting amplifier is nothing but it just inverting the given input signal. For example, this is our input signal, means it just inverted at the output of the inverting amplifier, right? The basic inverting amplifier produces a phase shift of 180 degree phase shift. So inverting is nothing but it produces a 180 degree phase shift between input and output. So feedback network also which produces a 180 degree phase shift. So the total phase shift around this loop is 360 degree, right? The inverting amplifier produces a 180 degree phase shift as well as the feedback network produces a 180 degree phase shift. So the total phase shift around the open loop gain is 360 degree, right? Around the loop is. So here the x0 equal to A into xi. Xf is equal to minus beta into x0 because it's a inverting 180 degree phase shift, so we can put minus sign. So Xf equal to minus beta where x0 equal to A into xi. For the oscillator, the feedback derives the amplifier and hence Xf must act as a xi. Okay, the feedback drives the amplifier because in oscillator we are not giving any input. So the feedback signal which drive this amplifier. So we can consider Xf is equal to xi. Okay, so xf is equal to xi, so xi equal to minus a beta into xi, so xi cancel, so a beta equal to minus 1, which is called as the percussion criterion, second condition, that is a beta equal to 1. So a beta equal to minus 1 plus j is 0, equating magnitude of both sides, we get a magnitude of a beta equal to minus 1, magnitude of minus 1 plus j 0. So this negative will be eliminated based on this, because of this magnitude. So magnitude of a beta equal to 1. So this is the necessary condition of oscillator, that is the total phase shift around the loop is 360 degree and magnitude of a beta equal to 1, right? So next one, types of oscillations. So based on the magnitude of a beta, it's going to be classified into 3 types of oscillations. First one is a beta greater than 1. So when the total phase shift around the loop is 0 or 360 degree and a beta equal to greater than 1, then the output oscillators, but the oscillations are growing type, that is not a constant, it become a increased growing type when a beta greater than 1. If a beta equal to 1, so this is the condition of oscillator. So when the total phase shift around the loop is 360 degree answering positive feedback and a beta equal to 1, then the oscillations are with constant frequency and amplitude. So this is the necessary condition of oscillator. And third type is a beta less than 1. So in this case the total phase shift around the loop is 0 or 360 degree, but a beta less than 1, then the oscillations are of decaying type. Decaying type is nothing but decreases exponentially. So to start the oscillations without input, a beta is kept higher than unity and then circuit adjusts itself to get a beta equal to 1 to result sustained oscillations. If we get a sustained oscillations, then the circuit adjusts itself, that is a beta equal to 1, then only it gets the sustained oscillation. Sustained oscillation is nothing but constant frequency and amplitude. Okay. So next one is mechanism for start of oscillations. So mechanism for oscillation is nothing but, I already told, without giving input. So you may have a doubt how it's possible without giving any input it generate a continuous output, right? So let's see how it will happen. So the oscillator circuit is set into oscillations by random variations caused in the base current due to noise component. So if any component without that is any component, it have a noise inside this conductor and transistor. Conductor or transistor, right? The small amount of base current it will flows without on that particular device. Okay, so the oscillator circuit is set into oscillations by random variations caused in the base current. Base current is nothing but input current due to noise component or small variation in the DC power supply. Okay, without operating the DC power supply, there is a small noise component. This base current it flows in that the particular component like conductor or transistor. So the noise component, that is extremely small random electrical voltages and currents, are always present in any conductor and transistor. Okay, so any conductors or transistor, there will be a small amount of noise component, which is nothing but small amount of electrical voltages and currents. It always present without switch on that particular device. Okay, so even when no external signal is applied, the ever present noise will cause some small signal at the output of the amplifier. So நம்ம இப்போ எந்த பவருமே ஆன் பண்ணலை, எந்த ஒரு இன்புட் சிக்னலுமே நம்ம கொடுக்கல, there is no external input signal is applied. ஸோ நம்ம இன்புட் கொடுக்காதப்ப அந்த காம்பனன்ட்ஸில் இருக்க, that is the conductor or transistors இருக்க small amount of electrical voltage and current produces a small signal at the output of the amplifier. ஓகே, நம்ம ஆம்ப்ளிஃபையர் என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம்? டிரான்சிஸ்டர்ஸ் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ அதில் உள்ள நாய்ஸ் காம்பனன்ட்ஸ்னால நம்ம இன்புட் நம்ம அப்ளை பண்ணலைனாலும் அதில் உள்ள ஸ்மால் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் வோல்டேஜஸ் கரண்ட்னால இட் வில் ஜென்ரேட் ஏ ஸ்மால் சிக்னல் அட் தி அவுட்புட் ஆஃப் தி ஆம்ப்ளிஃபையர். ஸோ இன் அ ஸ்மால் ஃப்ராக்ஷன் பீட்டா ஆஃப் தி அவுட்புட் சிக்னல் இஸ் ஃபெட் பேக் டு தி இன்புட். நம்ம என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கோம், சர்க்யூட்டில் ஃபீட்பேக் நெட்வொர்க் ஒன்று ஜாயின் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அப்போ ஸ்மால் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் அவுட்புட் ஜென்ரேட் ஆகுது, அதை நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், ஃபீட்பேக் வழியாக திரும்ப இன்புட்டுக்கே கொடுக்குறோம் வித் ப்ராப்பர் ஃபேஸ் ரிலேஷன், இட் இஸ் சேம் ஃபேஸ் ஷிஃப்ட். ஓகே, ஸோ தென் திஸ் ஃபீட்பேக் சிக்னல் வில் பி ஆம்ப்ளிஃபை பை தி ஆம்ப்ளிஃபையர். ஸோ இப்போ இனிஷியலாக ஸ்மாலாக இருந்தது, அதை திரும்ப ஃபீட்பேக்கில் கொடுக்கப்ப என்னாகும், ஆம்ப்ளிஃபையில் கொடுக்கப்ப இட் ஆம்ப்ளிஃபைட்ஸ் அட் தி அவுட்புட். இப்போ என்ன ஆகும், முன்னாடி வந்த அவுட்புட்டை விட கொஞ்சம் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகி கிடைக்கும். இஃப் தி ஆம்ப்ளிஃபையர் ஹேஸ் அ கெயின் ஆஃப் மோர் தென் 1/β, இப்போ ஆம்ப்ளிஃபையரோட கெயின் வந்து நம்ம அப்ளை பண்ணுற ஃபீட்பேக் சிக்னலை விட அதிகமாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா தென் த அவுட்புட் இன்க்ரீசஸ் அண்ட் தேர்பை த ஃபீட்பேக் சிக்னல் பிகம்ஸ் லார்ஜ். ஸோ இப்போ என்ன ஆகும், மோர் தென் 1/βவோட அதிகமாக இருக்கும்போது திரும்ப அதவே நம்ம எடுத்து என்ன பண்ணுறோம், இன்புட்டுக்கு ஃபீட்பேக் வழியாக கொடுக்குறோம். அப்போ என்ன ஆகும், ஃபீட்பேக் சிக்னல் திரும்ப லார்ஜ் ஆகும். ஸோ அகைன் இது வந்து அப்படியே கண்டினியூஸ் ப்ராசஸ் ஆகிட்டு அவுட்புட் கோஸ் ஆன் இன்க்ரீசிங், அவுட்புட் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். ஆஸ் த சிக்னல் லெவல் இன்க்ரீசஸ் the gain of the amplifier decreases. At a particular value of output, the gain of the amplifier is reduced exactly equal to 1/β. So என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, சிக்னல் லெவல் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகிக்கிட்டே போகுது. ஸோ தட் டைம் the gain of the amplifier decreases at a particular value of output. ஸோ ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் வேல்யூ ஆஃப் அவுட்புட்ன்றது எந்த லெவல்னா which is equal to the 1/β. So whenever it reaches the 1/β value at the output side, then the gain of the amplifier is decreased. Then the output voltage remains constant at a frequency which is called as the frequency of oscillations. Then the output voltage remains constant at a frequency f(r) which is called as the frequency of oscillations. So this is the mechanism of oscillation circuits. So என்ன அப்படி சொல்கிறோம்னா, oscillation without giving any input we can get a continuous output. Okay, so how it is possible means without giving any input, there is a small noise component will present in the transistor conductors components. So whenever switch on that device without giving any input, that small amount of electrical and voltage current which will produce the small amount of output voltage, that output is given to the feedback amplifier which is connected to the input of the circuit. So it will generate the increased output voltage at the output circuit. So now the feedback voltage is much higher than the previous one. So it again given to this input of the amplifier, then the output of the circuit is increased as compared to the previous one. So this process is continuous, then output goes on increased. Whenever that output gain is equal to the 1/β, that time the gain of the amplifier is decreased. At that time the output voltage remains constant at a frequency. Okay, so that's all about the mechanism of oscillator.